Oh my God. Becky. All right, guys, here we are, Streetside Classic Cars. This is July 20th, 2024. I haven't really looked at their inventory. I'm going to walk a little ways back to try to get away from their speakers. If you see any weird edits, or if you see me kind of like jumping around from one location to the other in here, it's probably because they play the radio, and I've got to try to stay. That's a good looking Fox body right there. Right off the bat, this is one that I want. I did know this one was here. It's been here for a little minute. It's a, this is a 52 F1, but it's got like a modern 4.6 liter V8 in it. Everything else looks kind of like a, you know, stockish. It's not like a crazy custom or anything, but it'd be a good, like, usable, drivable truck. It really, really would. This old farm truck here. I love this thing, man. It's an old Chevrolet. It's a 57 Chevy pickup stake bed. 28 grand. And it just looks so cool. I was just watching some classic truck content the other day, and a guy was talking about showing up at the Bushnell show for classic trucks in Bushnell, Florida, and that would be such a cool truck to drive up there. God, if only. I mean, the price is right, you know, like it's not an outrageous price, but the space these things take, like I don't even have a place to park it, you know. It's just sort of sad. C10, this looks pretty cool. A little rough, but it's you know, kind of cool little radish rod. It's 37K for a C10. I can't see what year. 350 Chevy. It's cool, kind of custom. That I think I've seen here before. 65 Ford F100, 37 grand. I think this was here last time I was here, maybe. It's got one of those AC. That's a big. That takes up a lot of your cab. Look at that AC. And if you can see, there's other things down there. That takes up a lot of your space in there. They've got this Jeep cab forward. I think they had this here last time. 57 forward control, 32 grand. It's a cool, weird little vehicle. Not sure how comfortable it is to really drive. That also might be a cool vehicle to take to like Bushnell, to the truck show. You got this Ford 53 custom line, 22 grand. Very clean, very original looking. I like this a lot. Very original interior. I like this. This is just, you know, just someone's car from the 50s. Just looks super cool. What do we got here? I know I'm all over the place with these guys, but I'm just like, whatever I'm drawn to. 65 Shelby Factory 5 for 67 grand. That's a very cool sort of race car. All right. Oh, I want to see this. I saw this. I have seen this online, I will admit. This Plymouth Deluxe Street Rod. $54,000. But man, doesn't it look good? Hold on, let me get you up a little bit there. There you go. Doesn't that look good? Oh boy. That is just pretty. I love the color. I love the interior. Plenty of room in that back seat, even though it is a two-door. The rims still look pretty good. The paint's good. I mean, that's a pretty street rod. I just like that. That's right up my alley. Here's a Dart, 64 Dart GT, $29,000. What has this got in it? 273 V8. So I guess the fact it's got the V8 makes it a little more. I presume factory V8. I guess so, because it does say GT. So that's pretty cool. Man, they are really packed in here today. Look, it's going to be hard to even walk around in here to see things. I really want to see this Dodge Ram. Oh, and there's a Z28. All right, I got to see the Z28. Sorry. 81, 29, well, 30 grand. And, you know, for 30 grand, that's exactly why I've got a Berlinetta and not a Z28. I like this. Let me see if I can get back enough to show you this. I love these. And you don't see these all that much. I'll get around and see the year and the sticker in a minute. But four-wheel drive. And this was this was the family SUV before that was the thing, you know. There were these and Broncos. All right, 88 Ram Charger. Just says new arrival, no price yet. So I'll be interested to see the price they wind up listing this for. I love these. It's hard for me, it's too compact for me to even get in there to show you that. All right, let's keep going and see some of these. This is a cool car. I'm gonna try to back up to show you whatever this is. I don't know exactly. It's a chop top convertible, whatever it is. Mercury, I suppose. Usually these are probably a Mercury. And I'm crazy about a Mercury. Cruising up and down the road. No, I'm 100% wrong. It's a 53 Buick Roadmaster. $57,000. I mean, you can kind of tell when this was built, to be honest. Like, this is probably a 90s build, you know, I would think. I mean, I'm not saying it's not cool. It's still cool, but just the custom is a little dated. What's going on here? Is this on airbags? Is it meant to be this low? I mean, it looks good, but I just don't know. The interior is nice and clean. 67 Mercedes-Benz 250 SE, 30 grand. I guess this does have airbags, because look at it in the picture. It's got the front lowered and then back up. So I presume there's some sort of airbag system. But I wonder if it's like a custom thing or an old factory. Would there have been any kind of air ride suspension from the factory on this thing in 67? I don't even know. Oh my God. Becky. I love these. And, you know, look at that backside. Baby got back. I love these. And you never see these. This one is not perfect. It's a Rambler. It's a waiting photo, so there's like no price or anything on this guy. But my God, I love these cars. And you never see them. And look at that. Look at that. Look at that. My God. It's not perfect. It certainly is. I mean, maybe this means it's original. The chrome is a little pitted. There's, you know, it may just not be cleaned up also, because this is a new arrival. So 75,000 original miles. So I'm assuming this is like a Survivor. My God, I love these cars so much. And you just never see them. I might have to keep an eye on the website and see what they eventually wind up asking for this, because it's just so unusual to find them. Yeah. All right, here's, I love the trucks. Here's an 81 GMC. This is running a 383 stroker, 42 grand. This is a very clean little truck. Very clean. All right, I gotta show you this, because recent years, I love these cars more and more. This is a 57 Thunderbird convertible. And it looks like it does not have the hard top, but it's a good color combination. 42 grand. I love these cars more and more. And I'm wondering, like, as the generations change, I keep kind of like watching these thinking, wow, would the price ever come down? Like, as, you know, as there are generational changes and people tend to gravitate towards, to be honest, newer cars, the cars of their own youth, well, the prices of these come down a little bit. There may be some movement, but also I don't know enough about these, and there's a lot of like different, like the codes and the options and things that seem to really have a huge effect on the value of them. So I don't really know enough to make an educated statement about the pricing on those. Here's another C10 for 42. This one is an 83. I do like this color combination. Interior is kind of sort of basic. I like this cover here. It's kind of a smooth look. I didn't see 350. Here's a Mustang. What is this? What do they call this? A Grande. These are cool. You don't see these much. I sometimes really like these sort of oddball option cars. Like, you never see, of this era, you don't tend to see the actual pony car. You tend to see the ones that are like, if they were this, or if they were just a Grande, they've already been swapped with a big old, 351 and made to look like a Mach 1 or whatever. And you don't see them. This one's no price, no photos, because it's new, I guess. Here's a cool Studebaker. I'm always a sucker for a Studebaker. This is, wow, that's pretty serious. 62 Hawk Gran Turismo, $45,000. I mean, it looks pretty good. Here's a nice Camaro next to it. I think I've seen this one here before. Let's see, 33 grand. I can't see the year. But you guys can let me know what year this is. And if you really have to know, you can go on their website always and check it out. But there, what did I say that was? 32? No, yeah, 33 really, 32,995. Oh, I wanted to check out this really cool Fox body with the convertible. I like these in convertible. Cobra Tribute. It's a 93, 25 grand. I mean, it looks like, with the value on these days, it looks like maybe it's a pretty decent price on these. I know the values of these have been going up, so that might be pretty good. All right, let's see this Stingray. We might as well look at the fancy stuff sometimes. I mean, it doesn't cost any more to look. 67, 427 convertible, $115,000. Man, oh man. I mean, look at that interior. That's pretty. I like that a lot. But, oh boy, I just would never. I'd never be able to. It doesn't really matter what else happens in my life. I will never be able to buy a $115,000 classic Corvette. Here's an old Nova that's kind of like built for racing. 65 Chevy 2. Running 350, but you never know. 350s are not all the same. So it's 36 grand. I don't really know what. Let's take a look at the trunk to see if there's like full-on fuel cell. No. So I guess it's not full-on race car. It's just kind of a little built up. They got these, made me think, they went full-on race car, but they didn't. Let's see. This thing right here in the middle is not priced out yet, but that's a good. Let me get you a shot of that. That's a good-looking car. What's that? A 80, 81, 82, maybe even. Here's a little Fiero. I really am into these things these days. 12 grand, 13 grand for 87. That's a lot of fun for, dude, that's a lot of fun for 13 grand. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of fun. And it's not gonna suck you dry on gas. You can drive it to little car shows and cruise-ins and things. That's a lot of bang for your buck. Speaking of bang for your buck, here's an 89 5.0 convertible, 15 grand. I mean, it looks pretty decent. Interior is okay. You know, top's nice. Top looks good. So that's also, again, that's a lot of bang for your buck for 15 grand. Like, it's not perfect. It's not perfect. But it's 15 grand and you could drive it around and have a lot of fun. Tons of fun with that thing. All right, let's see what else we got. Oh boy, look at this. What is this, 56 Chevy? Or is it a 50? I think it's gonna wind up being a 56. Let's see if I'm right. I love these in a 4-door. I know that the 2 doors are way more expensive, way more collectible. But I love these in a 4-door because it was a family car, right? And why would you not get your family car in a 4-door? 56, 30 grand. Running a 265 V8. A little bit of wear in the seats. But otherwise, yeah, interior, it's got a little bit of wear. But the paint outside looks pretty good. The chrome looks good, so that would be a big dollar thing if it was not. I mean, I love these. For 30 grand, like that's not a bad, for like a family cruiser, that'd be so much fun. So much fun. What a pretty car. All right, oh, here's a 7-Up Mustang. I'm always a sucker for these. I don't know if anybody else has any appreciation for these. 90 Ford Mustang 7-Up edition, 22 grand. Says believed 62, almost 62,000 miles believed original. I mean, I believe it. You know, looks pretty good. Of course, interestingly, they do not have the top up. So that brings to mind some questions just because the top is not up. But let's see what else. Look at this big Chevy. Is this a Chevy? What is this? Packard? Jeez. It's a big Packard. Uh, 1938 Packard. 29 grand. Now this is a cool car. A lot of times I kind of think like, oh, I'd like a pre-war. Look at that speaker cover in the back. Do you see that in the back? Well, that would not have been there, right? They had to have added that. Am I crazy? Would there have been a rear speaker like that in a 38? I don't know. If anybody knows, please let me know. I'm seriously curious. All right, this truck has been here for a minute. This is my favorite body style truck ever. But the problem is it's like 40 grand and it's still running the straight 6. And so it just wouldn't be anything that I could ever consider reasonably doing. I doubt I'll ever be able to own one of these trucks. My ideal one of these trucks would be like slightly custom with a V8, you know, like they were doing in the 80s. Here's a cool Camaro. This is 86 Z28, 23 grand. Look at this interior. This is nice red interior. Auto. Kind of period correct custom rims. I mean, I know probably most people would be like, oh, I want the originals, but that's very period correct. I like it. There's a little offset in the back, if you can see. Can you see the little bit bigger meat in the back? I mean, it's just so 80s, man. That's just awesome. I love that. Love it. Huh, here's another Chevy, I believe, also a 56. Let's see. I do not like the color combination as much. It's a 56, 210, 4-post, 265 V8, 26 grand. Interior is okay, you know, a little more basic, honestly, than that other one. The chrome is not perfect. The paint is not perfect, but, you know, also you're like $5,000. Yeah, see, there's some pitting and things. But honestly, you're $5,000 cheaper than that other one. I personally would try really, really hard and come up with the extra $5,000 or negotiate or something, because I think that teal and white one back there is just the bomb. So, oh man, so far there's some really good stuff here. Here's a nice Nissan Z. I'm really loving these days. I love the new Z, which kind of, I don't know if this happens to you, but when they come up with a new model of a car, I tend to, yeah, I appreciate the new one, but it makes me also gain a new appreciation for some of the older ones. So here's a 92 300ZX twin turbo, $43,000. It's in good shape. It's got the sunroof. I mean, it's a beauty, but honestly, and as much as I love it, but for $43,000, I'd spend my money other places probably. So we'll just walk along here. Oh, they've got a sort of a, I don't want to show his, he's here working on something. Oh boy. This, oh, they do have a price. All right, let's see. F100, 54, running a 351, $49,000. I like it a lot. It says Hot Shot in there. Got this cool box in the back. Hey, how you doing? Really good looking wood bed. I don't even hate the patina. I'm not always a fan of the patina, but this one I don't really hate it. It looks, I feel like they did this. I don't think this patina is like original. I think they might have faked it, but it looks pretty good. That might be real there. But anyway, I think this one looks good, and normally I'm not a fan of the patina. But this is, man, something like this would be my absolute dream. I don't know if I'm going to get to use this footage up here because I'm getting closer to the speaker, and the radio just continues to play like relentlessly. This is a nice Trans Am. This is a 78 Firebird, $45,000. But I love the color combination. I love it. This is a really good looking car. Really good looking car. Love those honeycomb rims. Honeycomb rims. Do you like those honeycomb rims? Very cool. Very, very cool.